What's up, guys? Just here back to my channel. Tonight I'll be doing a review for WWE Friday Night Smackdown, and then after this video is finished, I'll be going to AEW Rampage after that and stuff. So I was going to do it then with the Solo Sikoa and Oit's, segment and all that stuff, the Bloodline. We shoot inside the KFC Center in Louisville, Kentucky, where Corey Graves and Wade Barrett welcome us to the show. Theme for Solo Sikoa hits, and out he comes with the rest of the Bloodline 2.0 for the scheduled anointment of Tonga Loa as the newest member of the group. They sell inside the ring where a hesitant wise man Paul Heyman looks over to Solo Sikoa, who gives him the nod to begin. Heyman introduces himself and says, until Roman Reigns comes back, Solo sits at the head of the table. A loud "We want Roman" chant breaks out. Heyman says tonight Solo has upped the ante in the name of family honor. He makes tonight double proclaimed. He points out Tama Tonga, already anointed and a fully fledged member of the bloodline, but from this moment forward, he will not only be known as Tama Tonga, he will be known as Tama Tonga, the right hand man. Heyman calls our attention to the man on his left, Tonga Loa, before he can continue. He is again cut off by a loud "We want Roman" chant. Heyman says, because from this moment on, the story of the bloodline will not be complete unless you acknowledge the infamous Tonga Loa. So with that, Louisville, thank you and good night. Heyman says, Solo responds, whoa, whoa, whoa. Aren't you forgetting something? He asks if Heyman should thank them for saving them from Kevin Owens last week. Heyman says, yes, sir, and with his voice cracking, thanks the two for saving him. Tama Tonga tells Heyman they could have let Owens kill him, but they didn't. Per orders of the tribal chief. Heyman then says he's been here early on during Wiseman things. He says Kevin Owens is looking for a piece of any and every single member of the bloodline. With that said, Owens' theme hits, and Heyman has a look of shock on his face. The prize fighter emerges and runs down to the ring, where he immediately starts brawling with Tama Tonga Loa, and Vechi Solo Sikoa. Ultimately, the numbers game is too much for him, and they begin guzzling him up. The Street Profits theme hits and outruns Montez Ford and Angel Dawkins to help out Owens grab a chair and clear house and cleans house. Alright, first match finally. After his opening segment wraps up, we cut to Cody Rhodes again pacing back and forth. Oh yeah, I just didn't know in the beginning of the show he was pacing back and forth. I'm sorry. So again, pacing back and forth in the parking garage, waiting on the arrival of AJ Styles. The camera shot shifts to show WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair getting ready to come out next. As Grace informs us, they will be taking on Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell when we return. Return with the break. We see Heyman in the parking garage area when Solo confronts him and asks if he's trying to leave. Heyman nervously says he is not. Solo demands Heyman go find Nick Aldis and get a 6-man match with the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens and Street Profits for tonight. Otherwise, the main event will be Tama versus Heyman in the Bloodline locker room. Back inside the arena, the theme for Jade Cargill hits, and out comes one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. She stops, and the theme switches to Bianca Belair. Out comes the EST of WWE. The two head to the ring, and then their opponents, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, make their way out. The bell sounds, and Belair, Hartwell start things off. After some early back and forth action, we see LeRae and Hartwell take over the offensive lead, taunting Cargill on the ring apron as they isolate Belair and the ring. As we head to a mid-match commercial break, where we return, we see Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler watching on from ringside on one side. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are shown watching on the other side. Hartwell, meanwhile, works over Belair until she finally makes it to Cargill for the tag. Seconds later, after Cargill tags in, the champs tag back over and quickly finish this one for the win. After the match, Fire, Dawn, Baszler, and Stark attack Belair, and Cargill, Baszler, and Stark head into the ring and grab one of their titles. They go to pick up the other, but Fire and Dawn slide in and pick it up before they can. The four stare at each other and start brawling until Cargo and Bella return to the ring from behind and take them all out. The two get their title belts back and raise them high in the air to end the post-match scene. So winners are Jay Cargo and Bianca Belair. Alright, we cut to the parking garage again where Cody is still huffing and puffing and pacing back and forth. When Smackdown GM Nick Aldis walks up, he calmly tells him he knows he's upset. He says AJ Styles played him too. He says he can't have this for the company because it's not good for them to be fighting in a loading dock. Someone could get hurt. Cody says someone is going to get hurt, but it's not going to be him. Cody tells Aldis all due respect. Alright, Sarah, I have another backstage thing. Sarah Schreiber, whatever, is with Apollo Crews backstage when we return. Before Cruz can say much of anything, he is attacked by Angel, Humberto, and the rest of the Legado del Fantasma. Security officials rush to the scene to break it up. Nick Aldis arrives and Cruz helps Cruz up as they walk off. He rolls his eyes and then bumps into LA Knight where is he? Knight asks where Logan Paul is, and Aldis assures him he's not here tonight. Camilla Hayes comes up and says they can talk about someone who is here. Aldis makes a match between the two for tonight. Alright, next match coming up is Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller. Inside the arena, Johnny Gargano was wrapping up his in-ring injuries in progress. The DIY member has his tag team partner Tommaso Ciampa by his side. The theme for Grayson Waller hits, and now he comes accompanied by Austin Theory. The two sell inside the ring for our next match of the evening, which is singles action. The bell sounds and we're officially operating this one. Gargano immediately backs Waller into the corner, unloads on him, but Waller quickly takes over. Theory is shown watching on with a smile. We head to a mid-match commercial break. When we return after some interference, we see Waller pick up the win. So winner is Grayson Waller. Alright, in the parking garage, we see Cody pacing still, and Aldis walks up with the team of security. He tells Cody that he just got off the phone with AJ Styles and he's pulling up to the building now. He says this is not going to get out of hand and tells Cody to just realize. We head to a commercial break. On that note, when we return, we see AJ Styles popped out of the side roof of a car pulling up. He charges forward to go after him as AJ yells, what are you going to do? The OC pops out and security also runs in front of Cody. So Cody turns and walks straight through the curtain out to the ring. Alright. The single camera shot follows him all the way to the ring, and he quickly calls out AJ. AJ's theme hits, and out he comes with the OC. Security rushes out to pass him, as does Smackdown GM. Nick Aldis, and they form a wall in front of the ring to prevent things from getting out of hand. AJ asks Cody if he thinks he cares what he wants. AJ points out how bad Cody wants to fight him right now. AJ says it doesn't matter what Cody wants. He says give him what he wants and he'll fight him. He wants the WWE Universal Championship at WWE Clash at the Castle of Scotland. Cody says you're wrong. He then tells AJ it won't just be any match. It'll be an I Quit match. Styles and Cody end up brawling with security breaking them up. Cody beats down some of the security guards and charges at Styles again. We had to commercial break, so yeah, it'll be an I Quit match. Alright, so here we go. This is what we're talking about. So a new title match is made official for WWE Clash at the Castle of Scotland. We're returning from the break. Graves and Barrett confirmed the I Quit Universal title match for the PLE next Saturday in Glasgow as the official match. Graphic flashes across the screen. Backstage, we see Jay Gargano Bianca Belair emerges from Nick Aldis' office. That WWE Women's Tag Team Champions are interviewed and revealed that they will be defending their title at the WPLE next Saturday, as well in a three-way bout that will feature the teams of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, as well as Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Alright, LA Knight will have a next match coming out. LA Knight versus Camilla Hayes. Back inside the KFC Yum Center, the theme for LA Knight hits after Laura Sanko, Paul Felder and the non-fighter member of the B team commentary team in the UFC are shown goofing around in front of the row as the commentators point them out on the broadcast. The megastar sells in the ring for our next match. The theme for Carmelo Hayes hits. Now comes the former NXT champion who sells in the ring. The music dies down and the bell sounds to get this one official off the ring. Knight gets off to a good start, dominating Hayes in the ring and taking him out to the floor to bash him face first in the commentary and to commentary desk over and over again. Knight body drops Hayes over the commentary desk and onto the floor. We see a super slow motion replay of this. We shift gears ahead to a mid-match commercial break as the action continues with Knight and a commanding offensive lead. We return. Knight finishes Hayes off with a BFT for the win. He grabs the commentary headset and tells Logan Paul he'll bring Smackdown to him. So winner is LA Knight. Alright, backstage, Tiffany Stratton is shown walking when she comes across Queen Nia Jax. She tells her they will be unstoppable if they joined forces. She tells Nia to think about it. Toodles, she says. She walks off, and Nia keeps walking, which Michin gets in her face. Nia arrogantly tells her she should take a play out of AJ Styles' book and actually retire, neck snapping and all like Jerry Springer guess, only for Michin to throw a drink in her face. Nia then launched Michin over a nearby table and proceeded to slip and fall over and over again, trying to stand up in the spilled drink that was thrown at her. Douche chills galore. Of course it would happen to Nia. Alright, so I have a segment coming up with Bayley and all that stuff. WWE Women's Champion Bayley's theme has, and she makes her way to the ring. As she does, we shift gears ahead to another commercial break. When we return, Bayley grabs a mic in the ring and talks about her scheduled title defense against Piper Niven at WWE Clash of the Castle. Clash of Castle Scotland. As soon as she brings her up, the theme for Niven and Chelsea Green hits. Out they come. Green calls Bayley a loser and says she'll be a loser again in Glasgow next weekend. When Niven becomes the new WWE Women's Champion, Bayley pulls a Sami Zayn to Otis, telling Niven that she respects her and knows she doesn't need Green. Bayley says she knows what it means to fight for the title in her home country in front of her fans in France and the peers she came up in the business with. She says all Niven had to do was ask for a shot, but she attacked her from behind with her with her little puppy. She says she's gonna have fun beating her in her home country. Niven says she's saving beating the break off of her until next week. Niven talks about being a trailblazer for the women's scene in the UK, Europe, and Japan. She tells Bayley she has no idea about her journey. She says if Bayley had an idea how dangerous she really is, she wouldn't dare stand this close to her. Alright, main event time finally is Kevin Owens and the Street Profits versus Bloodline. Main event time. But first, see video patch for Logan Paul addressing LA Knight and explaining why he has not done anything to get on his level or earn a U.S. title shot. Also announced for next week is Naomi versus Chelsea Green. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Yeah, Logan Paul needs to lose the title. So he hasn't been doing shit lately, man. He's a lazy ass champion and stuff. All right. So back inside the KFC Young Center, we see the former UFC champion Valentina Shevchenko, whatever, in front of the row, or in the ring, or one half of the main event. The team of Kevin Owens and Street Profits, of all whom came to the ring for the pre-match commercial break. Their music dies down, and Solo Sikoa's theme hits. Out comes Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. The Bloodline 2.0 made their way to the ring together without the wise man Paul Heyman by their side. The bell sounds and Andrew Dawkins and Tama Tonga kick things off for the respective teams. Dawkins establishes the early offensive lead for for his team. After some more back and forth action, fight spills out to the floor where Solo Sikoa helps the Bloodline take control of the offense. On that note, we shift gears and head to a mid-match commercial break as the main event of the evening continues. When we return, we see the Bloodline continuing to dominate as fans break out in a loud "We Want Roman" chant. Owens finally gets the hot tag for the babyface team and helps bring the crowd back to life as he shifts the offensive momentum back in his team's favors, only for Solo Sikoa to attack him with the chair. The match is thrown out at that point as the referee calls for the bell. Unfortunately for Owens and the Profits, things weren't completely over yet, as the Bloodline continued to attack them with chairs at ringside before ultimately putting Owens through the commentary desk to end the show. So the winners are no contest. So it was a good show tonight and stuff, and earlier tonight, but yeah, so some of it was okay. But anyways, that was it for this video. So if you like it or not, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, leave a comment or whatever you guys do. I don't care. I really don't care. Anyways, that was it. I'll see you guys for the review for AEW Rampage. All right, laters.